My name, Mike Kiefer. I'm actually Swiss, so if my English is not perfect, you know why, because I usually talk German or another language, but I live here in beautiful Palma de Mallorca, very beautiful island. You probably know that. Lots of sunny days. So I try to speak my best English for you guys and try to explain what we're doing here because you definitely got a privilege tonight to get an information that basically not many people have at the moment because we just started last Thursday with a little pre-launch, and you see tonight I think we're about 10 or 20, I don't even know how many people we are. We're a little group of selected people. So I would say thank the person who invited you because what you see and hear is really special. I know you probably heard that a couple of times, so I'm happy to show you a product and an income policy. Let us start. If you have any questions, please answer the question. Ralf, bitte Headset noch ein bisschen runter. Okay. I just get the message that my headset is very loud. Ralf, I have to ask him in German. Wo mache ich das? Ah, hier. There I go. Lautstärke. Okay, I already found it. Is it better now? Check, check, check. Better, better, better. Now put the volume down a little bit. Yes? Okay. See? Even me and technique. I will find it. Okay, guys, perfect. So I wanted to say, if you have any questions, please put the questions at the end of our information in the chat so we can go through it. So welcome to our first English webinar. usi-tech means United Software Intelligence. Transform your life. Well, I don't know if you guys already know what we're talking about or not, but our product is really, really amazing. It is based on the product and the functionality of the product. In network marketing, if you don't have a strong product, time tonight. Hi, and who are we? Let us start with this. We're an international company with definitely the best IT and Forex marketing experts in the field. So we're not a Forex company, we're a software company. Let me explain that to you in a short while. Investors use our specialized expertise, and what we're talking about tonight is not something that somebody developed, because we're talking about a trading software. That's our product. It's a product that is developed over 8 years. That's very important, and that's why I said we're a very product company, because if this is not working, we don't want to make a business. And I think a lot of company out there just throw in a product, so they have a product in order to make money. We just did not want this. We want to get out there, or want to get out there with a strong, functional product that people can say that's something I get, something out of it. And what exactly? That's what we're looking at. So we're a technology company, very important from a legal standpoint of view as well. We're not taking any money in, very important. We're specialized for many years in development of automated trading software. So we're not a company who show people how to trade. We got a product that basically the client, the customers, we ourselves, our distributors only can press start or stop. That's it. It's very easy, but it's a very complex trading software. So we're not a financial company. We're a software company. Let me explain that a little bit more after a couple slides. In the last 8 years, more than 100 software versions have been developed and successfully tested and practiced and use. That means João is his name. He lives with his team in Portugal, in Lisbon, in Lisbon, I think in English, yeah, Lisboa, Lisbon, that's the word. He's like the market. That's very important. It's break. Can you still there? Connection okay? Can you still hear me? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay. Just give me a little sign because I saw a red signal here. Maybe my line here on the island is hopefully not collapsing. Okay. So what I told you before, important is that you tonight understand that the software is based on many years experience and many years of development. Even today, he's permanently, or the team is constantly working on increasing the performance, the safety, and everything. It's not a product that will be, let's say, finish. It's always in progress to make it basically the best software that exists for using on your own account. We're coming to this in a second. And if you maybe know about Forex trading, it's a huge market. But the other thing is, usually people start to invest in currencies or in Forex with a little bit, let's say, a higher amount of money, 50K, 100K. That's here not the point. The point is that we or the company developed a software that can be already used with a minimum of €1,000 invest on your own account. So our objectives was the constant development, what I said before, of a fully automatic trading software, which even smaller investors can participate. Maybe you know that it's almost like a $6 billion market on a daily base. It's the biggest market, the currency market out there in the world. And I think you know this. And definitely that's something that is very, very interesting, but it's a very complex market. So with a high profile development and team of over 20 years experience in the development of commercial software in the Forex market. Let us talk a little bit about the Forex market and let us talk a little bit more about the software. So some of our development or developed software systems have been developed in the past in direct cooperation with big brokers according to their specifications, because we need a solid broker in order to use the software. Now we're already at the point, so we're not a company who take in money or you have to invest money and maybe you hope that you will ever see the money back and the trades and the numbers are real. Everything you do here, you do on your own broker account. So the software will be installed on your own broker account. It's a very important point. What divides us or separates us to basically probably every company out there, because you don't have to ask yourself, how do I get my money? Is the trading real? It's your personal broker account. Starting from the technical complexity and many particulars, particularities, sorry, of the Forex market, this project could be successfully completed after 7 years. And that's something that we're very proud of. It took a long time to come to the point where we are right now, because it's not easy to trade, for example, an account with a certain risk management to it, with only €1,000 or €2,000 or €5,000 or pounds or whatever. And this is what I meant before, why we're a product-based company, because we have a very, very strong product and a product that works, but combined, with a very strong result. The company can offer fully automatic trading software to its customers today. Very easy. You really just press play. We do, by the way, several product webinars itself. So today it should be more a little bit that you get an idea what we're doing, why we're special, why we're so happy that we could launch now finally after all those years of testing. I was not involved in the testing, but I'm involved of using, for example, the software by myself as well. So in numbers intensive tests and constantly excellent results could be achieved with excellent chances of winning in participates with this software. That means when you see the next slide. So we offer a lifetime license. That means we don't have any monthly fee. We don't have any whatever separate cost or hidden cost. It's a one-time license, costs 600 euros, the software. And with continuous service, you maybe can look at, let's say, a software company like Microsoft. I don't say we're Microsoft, but if they sell, for example, a product, whatever, if it's Windows, you get an update, you install the update. The same we will do here. It's basically the same system. Change in the markets can change very rapidly. So if that would be the case, then you will get sent an update. It's 24 hours controlled, observed. There's a team in the back who scans the markets, what's going on, what's happening, maybe give the advice as well. Press stop for a couple of weeks. For example, Brexit, you all remember the market went crazy. So if things occur on the market that will have a heavy influence, definitely there will be some advice. What is it? If it's possible that the automated software will place trades from 1 minute charts following, confirming the trend of a higher. Let me ask, come back to this, okay? Let me go through it, and then I will explain every question. So with our software license and our service, it's now possible for anyone to trade in, we always have to say that it's a high complex market, and without any knowledge, it's getting difficult, I want to say. But with knowledge, you get an excellent chance of winning. And Forex scalper that is here online, you know, it is always a high risk market. We always have to say this. It's definitely the most risky market probably that exists, the currency or the Forex market. But if you know what you're doing and with a risk management to it, you definitely can make profits. We will come on the profits and on the amount of profits as well. An example, that's how it looks like. I don't know if you guys know what Forex trading is and how it works. Basically, the software will be installed on the MetaTrader 4, MT4 platform. It's a trading platform that basically every broker offers, MT4, MT5. We use MT4. Everything will be in the back office, so it's simple. The simple access, what it says here, to the Forex trading market with our lifetime software means registrate, obtain a software license, open your own trading account. I will tell you which exactly. Installing the software, deposit an amount, whatever you want, the minimum deposit of 1,000. Under 1,000, I would not recommend it because of the risk, and activate your automatic trading software. You can constantly press stop as well. It's your account, it's your back office where you can start and stop. And I will explain a little bit to the Forex scalper how it works just in a second. We use as a partner Royal Finance Trading. They're meanwhile more than 10 years on the market. For the pros underneath or us here, it's a no dealing desk broker. That means there is nobody in between. The order will go directly to basically the market. That's important in terms of risk, because if you have somebody in between, they could start to work against you. If you want to Google it, just go on Google and type in Royal Finance Trading. You see here, it's an Australian full licensed broker. Australia have very strict rules about if you open up a broker firm, they're secured not for losses in terms of speculations, but if the broker would take off, it would be insured. Can it be done with anyone like IG Index? No. To answer this, it only runs on Royal Finance Trading because Royal is involved in the whole project. basically, and it's important that the broker knows exactly what you're doing, because maybe you heard a lot of time that those EA, expert advisors, maybe sometimes don't last and work and functioning very long. That has sometimes several reasons, mostly because their program can be changed or can change tomorrow. If you work in a group, let's say, and use the same signals for buying and selling, you could be spotted from banks, from brokers, whoever will lose the money. That cannot happen here, by the way, if you ask yourself that question, because every account is traded individually. So, for example, if Heron starts, press starts now, and Darren in 5 minutes, and me in 15 minutes, we have different entry signals and selling signal. So it's yeah. What is the spread on? Okay, I will come to this. Just a second, please. Maybe to the forex scalper that asked the question. I'm not the trader itself. Eh? I am the one who using it before, and I'm the one who marketed it. But maybe somebody will be online as well who maybe wants to answer some questions later. Okay, that to the broker. Let me continue a little bit, and then we get back to the questions. Um, exactly, correct. I will get to this. It cannot be override, from my understanding. But let me come back to this. So what is Royal Finance Trading? You can look it up. It's an award-winning broker, and so on and so on. Look it up on the internet. You will see nothing negative. It's very stable, and I think now more than 10 years on the market. So our trading algorithms and its own in the market non-existing indicators. Why? If we go back to that slide you saw before, for example, sometimes we have traders like Kiefer and whoever is here who wants to see a little bit more, and they want to know or maybe get the investor's password, and they don't see anything because there's nothing. You see it here, and that has one reason, because for sure he doesn't want to go and show everybody how exactly the software works after almost 8 years of development. But if I can maybe explain that to you a little bit in my words, like I understood it, it's basically that's why there are non-existent indicators. If you see or have a look at the MetaTrader, it works in correlation. That means one currency pair is rising, one currency pair is sinking. But if you want to have more details, please excuse me, because I'm not the professional trader and the developer. But if anybody wants the specific details, we can arrange that with a special only software and product webinar where we can really go in details. Okay, our trading software has no increased risk of loss under extraordinary market fluctuations, because maybe the pros underneath you can go with the trend, against the trend, but that brings you high return of invest, but brings you always or gives you a high risk. So if one currency pair is rising, one sinking, you have a moderate risk, or we try, or the developer tried and made it pretty good to make it as conservative as possible. It's not going 60% up, it's not going 60% down. See, for example, the record from the past percent drawdown, so it's not that bad. What's this? Sorry, that's a German slide. It says here up to 150% a year in the past, depends on the market. And the pros underneath you cannot guarantee this. If it's 3% 1 week, 1 month, it could be 5, it could be -1, it could be 10. Depends on the market. That's very important. So for somebody who's maybe here tonight and is looking for, like, let's say, a fix strategy in how to make a certain percent fix every month, it's definitely not the right product, because you have to look at on a time frame from 6 to 12 months. And yes, I will get back to every question. No problem. Okay, so the product, let us summarize this quick, is is very unique because there's a lot of knowledge and know-how integrated in the last couple of years. And if you get to know Jean, he doesn't speak that good English, but he speaks pretty good Portuguese, so perfect. I speak a little bit because my wife is Brazilian. So the interesting thing is he really lives for this, the performance he delivers, and the reason why we could set up this, even in let's say a short time, the whole marketing concept is because the broker knows exactly the quality of his work. Um, and otherwise, it would not have been possible to involve Royal Finance, a big broker like you just saw before. That's over 10 years on the market in a, let's say, in a concept like this. So that's maybe not maybe. I think that's definitely something that is unique. The product unique is that it works on your own broker account. That you don't have to trust, let's say, anybody who just takes your money and you never know what's going on. Everybody gets a daily statement. You can start the software, you can stop the software at any time. It works basically in a sort of a cycle. Every time I think 2.5% are made, it's closing down every open positions. And if you want to close it before, you can close it. So in a second it's sold and the money is liquid. Does the software place automatic stop and take profit levels when entering each trade? Yes, it does. It's the stop loss, the take profit, everything is in. Maybe if you have questions now to the product before we go into the compensation plan and how it is marketed and how you can make money with it, can you let profits run if you want to? Yes, but if I advise you, I would take every time. I usually always did that. Whatever investment I did, I took out my profit in order to secure basically my investment. And if you have 100% in, you know you're 100% risk free. But yes, you can. You just have to adjust the lot, the invest per the amount per invest. But you can, yes. Gains exactly 2 to 5%. Again, not guaranteed. In the past, it looked pretty good. If you look at on a yearly base, it's pretty good. We will make an extra product training. Yes, Ralph is here, and that's what I meant. If you want to have real close details, because I see there's some experts here tonight. Please take the time for another, he or whoever goes into details where you can ask specific questions as well. How long was this been tested for? Altogether, you can say the last 8 years, but in several specifications or in several settings. That's probably the right word in English. So there are lots of strategy that got were tested. Okay, any question to the product? Then I would say let us continue to the compensation plan, and you see why we are unique as well. It says here our marketing plan is unique and will change the industry forever. A lot of companies are saying this. Why are we unique? I will show you in a second. It's very easy to basically understand the compensation plan, even for me. But I do not network marketing. I love network marketing, but I usually never got the compensation plan the first day. So I hope I can understand it or explain it to you the way you will understand it as well. It's basically a 3 by 3 matrix. That means, I explain it to you, compressed on 12 levels with fully spillover and a really unique compensation plan. Commissions, important, resulting from the purchase of any lifetime customer, and the permanent payment of broker fees, participation from all the trading accounts. So we don't get any money off the invest people doing. We only get money if the product works, and that's what I said in the beginning. A company who doesn't have a functional product or another long-term product will not last very long. And that was basically for me, a very, very important point that we have a product that you can say, okay, it's working for sure, more or less. It's real, it's the market. But on a 6 to 12 month base, it's performing pretty good. So we only get paid residual income from basically the broker fees from selling and buying positions. So a 3x3 is pretty easy. Let me go to another slide to explain that to you quick. So you understand the compensation plan. Let me put the pointer here, how this is working. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Now the software costs 600 euros. I was just reading here the 150 euros. 600 euros. If you can follow me, give me a sign. When you market it, a 3x3 means it fills from left to right, the open position, from top to down. Maximum 12 levels would be 740,000 people. If you would reach that, the company would open up for you a 13th level, and that would be 1.4 million, I think. So from 600 euros, 270 will go into the matrix from the product. 120 euros you will get direct. So 30% direct commissions, 120 euros. Remaining 150, right? What happens to the 150 in every company into the matrix? And now please pay attention, because this is definitely the biggest difference than in any company out there that I know since about 18 years. That means every company is taking that 100% and, let's say, divides it, in our case, in 12 levels, right? Or they divide it into a binary system or into a unilevel. Why? Because everybody knows that 80, probably 90% never ever will even close come to maxing out the compensation plan. And that's okay. Companies are making a lot of money. But the wish was, why not doing something really different? Because everybody says we have a different compensation plan. At the end, it's not a different compensation plan. It's just 1% more here, 1% more there, and so on. What happens here, and now pay attention, those 150 euros will be paid out always max, even, for example, if you're on 2 levels active, you start, you build your first role, you'll be on 2 levels. Those 150 normally would be paid on 12 levels, let's say 2%, 1%, 1.5, and so on. Not it's paid, or it is paid 100% of the 150. The software looks, the compensation plan software looks what's the last position and calculates up, let's say on 2 levels. So you get always the maximum you will get on 12 levels. You get, it doesn't matter on which level you are, for example, on 2 levels. So you always get the maximum payout with only one qualification. In order to receive the 120 euros, you don't have to do nothing, nada. You receive it if you sponsor people, if you sell the product to clients, you always get 120 euros. But if you want to participate into the matrix bonus, you have to do a one-time qualification, and that is bring 3 customers or bring 3 distributors with the product and your own product, and then you're qualified for life. That's it. There's no levels, career steps, or anything you see in other networks. It's basically a one-time sponsor 3, get the product, look the day they have the software, that's it. And then you're qualified for life. That means you always will get paid 100%. And next, the same with the residual money that comes from the broker. That means we get paid every week for week, every trade that the software is doing, every day and week and month, we get paid a percentage out of it. And that will flow back into the compensation plan and will be paid out. Let's go a little further down. And here will be paid out. I will show you the number with the same system every time 100%, but you, a sponsor, get 25%, and the rest 75 will be paid out. Okay, what does that mean in numbers? That you maybe get a little bit an idea. What can I do? Only with marketing, the compensation plan, the product. You wherever you see yourself and the growth of your organization. I know some of you guys had thousands of people in the organization. Some had 10,000s of people in your organization. So wherever you see yourself, don't see any limit, because we're pre-launch. We started worldwide. We got over 2,000 people like since Thursday, basically, in less than a week into the system around the world. Why? Because people are going nuts, because they see it's fair, it's transparent, it's honest. There's no, hidden things that maybe like in other companies, you never know what's going on. So wherever, wherever you see yourself, you get paid pretty fast. Whatever, couple thousands up to a lot of money. Now, what's very important is we didn't mention spillover. Spillover is always, let's say, a word that a lot of companies use and said, you get spillover with us. But let's say the blues are spillover. Let's take them. If you get a leg that makes 2 million, for example, and if you do nothing on the other side, you will not get paid 1 cent. And usually in every compensation plan, the spillover is just a name to attract people or make them sign in order, or they hope they get any spillover. In our matrix, it's different. The spillover is fully integrated and will be fully paid if you qualified with those 3 directs. That's it. So that means there is no, like, you're not in my team, I didn't sponsor you. It should be one big harmony, one big community, let's say it this way. And that is interesting, because always keep in mind, we started last Thursday. We have people in Asia. Now in England, it's ground zero. It's ground 00, because it's only pre-launch. We didn't even start the real thing, let's say it this way. So keep in mind, the spillover is very interesting, but you should not base your business on this. You always have to do it by yourself. But just as an additional, I always say spillover is just a present. And if you see what you can do with the software, pretty interesting. It's residual income as well, because the downline is growing, so you will make residual income. But let us go back to the point, or to the part of the matrix commission. And now I don't want to calculate you rich or show you numbers and millions, but have a look at this, because I think that's important now at the end that you understand this. The residual income, everybody I know in network marketing is doing network marketing because they want to have residual income. The coconut money where you can lie at the beach or whatever you want to do, and it's really residual passive income. But usually it's not like this, because if you sit at the beach, your organization goes down and you just start, sometimes you just have to throw in more and more people. Now, why should somebody, let's say, close their account if the product works? That's why I said a lot of times we need a functional product, right? Okay. They will not do it. One or the other will do it, but the masses will let it run. So the commission are based basically on the amount of trades in a month or on a weekly base, and on, let's say, 2,000 euro average per account. And if you look only, let's say, let us go here. Let us say you have 2,000 people in your organization. I don't know if that's too much for you guys or too less or whatever, but let's say you go, then it's quite a nice residual income. But keep in mind, and that's for me real residual income, even if you don't have any growth in your organization, even if those 2,000 people don't do nothing anymore and it just stays at 2,000 people. But what will increase amount per account? So let's say in 6 months, it's not 2,000, it's 10,000, because what do people do when they are happy? They usually put more money in, or they leave it compounded, right? What somebody asked before. When you would calculate those numbers with an average, let's say, of 10,000, it would be about 4 times more. So it's really, really huge what can be build and will be built here in the future, even if it, let's say, your growth comes to a point where maybe it's not growing that much. And that's the interesting thing. So, but keep in mind, we're at ground zero. So everything that comes now in the next month, years, and so on will come in your 3x3 matrix if you build it the right way. And wherever you want to be here, but have a look maybe in a year or in a 1-2 year base, what will be the average on the account? And that will be amazing. And that's what I'm calling real residual income, stable, without fluctuation, that you always have to start from scratch. A very, very important point. And paid out the same way, 100% always will be paid out on the maximum levels. We have a partners build up bonus. So to come to the end, it's 3 or more direct partners already. Last week, by the way, we started on Thursday. This Monday or last Monday, we already had the first commission payout. So what does that mean? 15 euros software license goes into a 500, right? So let's say 5 partners reach that goal. It will be divided by 5. Think about what we'll have. We already have 2,000 in less than a week. What will happen in a month, in 2 months? We do 2-month pre-launch, by the way, and in 2 months we go and get started full speed. That means nice bonus for people who maybe want to how do you call it, refinance their software. 600, they can do it very fast. They can basically do it in a week. Pre-launch competition. Everybody that makes 3x3, 3x3, without any spillover, by the way, will get into a pool, and it's like you see here, all target achieved within 60 days, and 10 days it's a draw. Basically, first place is 5,000 euros, second 3,000, and then 1,000, and maybe more, and multiple accounts. By the way, I mean multiple people. That means they pay the company you invest for your own broker account. Cool thing. More important is this here, because we're a little group. We got the founders to participate on a part of the company's revenue share, and that monthly they have to do 3x3x3x3. That means 3, the perfect matrix on 4 levels: 3, 9, 27, 81. It's work for sure. It's not something you can do, let's say, this week, but we have 2 months time. It's a work, but that will be rewarded pretty good, because you will be lifetime in a revenue share. Even if it's only 1%, if you think it's only 1%, it's from the worldwide revenue share divided by the people who are in the pool. There will be in the Founders Club who help decide where the company is going, and we go on a nice travel every year. Just if you maybe have a little estimate, if we're 20,000 people, that is basically the estimate for the pre-launch. Let's say only half of it will open up the account. Very conservative. I think it will be a lot more, 80%. But 2,000, we have 20 million volume every month, only as trading volume, not as a company. Well, we're not a financial company, but only if you think a little bit, it's huge numbers are coming, and that means that's quite a part of it. A nice part of it, let's say this way. Okay, then that's basically what is to do right now. If you want, register, take a part of it. We work system. You pay into the payment system. The payment system pays out. Every month is payday. The timing couldn't be better. The positioning couldn't be better. Then we start right now. And for now, I want to thank you for your time. And let us go a little bit into questions. For how long has this been tested for? The software is tested basically and developed over the last 8 years. So see this as a constant improving of the software. So the first time it started to be testing was 8 years ago. Any questions to the compensation plan, to the concept? Interesting for you guys. Feedback? How? Oh, it's still the same question. Or was it that good explained? Is there any results to see on the trading account profits? We have several trading accounts. So the question is basically yes, depends. We have several accounts. We have accounts that are running. Maybe whoever this is, Gariant, do I say this right? Maybe get back to your sponsor, and exactly, and Heron can take care of it. How long they've been running? Again, since some years, some weeks, some months, depends a little bit the amount of invest, etc. They have a lot of tradings going on. And any questions? Maybe from a little last word. Always think especially in timing is always an important part in every business, if it's whatever we're doing or something else. But I see a lot of potential, and I saw it now the last week, and I think Heron can confirm this. I never saw an organization growing over 2,000 people in such a short time, and that worldwide. And this is because it's real, it's transparent. Does the software take a percentage of the account? The software, no, the broker takes a percentage of the spread, what he is doing, and gives back to the company. Now you have to compound it because of the risk management. You decide if you want to take out profits or not. Any more questions? Okay. If not, I hope that was what risk management applied or is applied. Our role, it's a little bit complicated to explain. It's for example on a 10K account, they only use 0.01 lot. That's for sure one thing. They only go with little lots in it. Depends on the amount. And the software and the system, how it's programmed, is not going fully in. But if you want more in detailed explanation, it's probably better that we do the product training with you guys, because I'm not the product expert. I'm a user as well, and I'm let's say part of the network. What is the max drawdown in a single trade and on the overall trading account balance? Forex scalper depends a little bit on which account, around 10-15%, I would say, what I saw. And if you have any more questions, by the way, just get back to whoever invited you, and we can maybe do a Skype call or another product training. Would be good to do product. Exactly. Arul, can we do chat with Ralph? Who is one? Yes, sure. Okay, sorry, that was the Heron. Yeah, sure, exactly, you can do this. Correct. Perfect. Okay, guys, then thank you so much for your time. I hope it was interesting. Use the opportunity if you like it. If not, you know what we're doing. I can tell you we're running around the world in a positive sense. It's really cool what's happening, or what happened the last only week. We're on a very, very interesting and perfect road. And finally, I have to say, all the people who are surrounding us, very nice people, and it's very open, and it's very transparent, and it's fair compensation plan to everybody. Okay, thanks so much for your time, wherever you are. Hopefully you have a nice evening, and maybe have some dinner or whatever. See you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.